Hey, buddy. Cable Detective Viking with another Viking Origins. Today we're going to talk about the raid on Lindisfarne. In the summer of 793 AD, a small island off the northeastern coast of England became the site of an event that would echo across Europe for centuries. Now, Lindisfarne, also known as the Holy Island, was not a fortress. It wasn't a military stronghold. It was a monastery. It was a place of prayer, learning, and devotion. Now, what happened there did not just shock a region, it announced the arrival of a new force from the north to the rest of the world. Now, the raid on Lindisfarne did not create the Vikings, it just revealed them to the rest of the world. To understand why this moment mattered, we must first understand what Europe looked like at this time. Now, the British Isles were politically fragmented. The Anglo-Saxon kingdoms competed for dominance. Unification was not foremost on their mind. Everybody wanted power and they wanted it for themselves. Now, the monastery functioned not only as a religious center, but as repositories for wealth, gold and silver, illuminated manuscripts, which at this point in time were extremely rare because every book had to be written by hand. Um, they were rarely defended. In an age before having coastal defenses was mandatory, the sea was seen more as a barrier than a weakness. Now, for the seafaring people of Scandinavia, however, the sea was just an opportunity. The men who struck Lindisfarne likely came from what we now know as Norway. They did not arrive with banners and great strategy, but they arrived in longships, the narrow, fast-moving vessels that were capable of crossing not only open water, but navigating shallow rivers as well. They landed quickly, overwhelmed the unarmed monks, killed the majority of them, enslaved the rest, and then stripped the monastery of all the portable wealth, and then they were gone, just like that. Now, the Anglo-Saxon Chronicle recorded this event with a dread describing fiery dragons seen in the sky and great famine that followed. Now, whether or not such omens were real, the psychological effect certainly was. The raid exposed a vulnerability that no one had ever considered before. The sea was not protection. It was access to something far worse. Now, Lindisfarne was not the first Scandinavian raid in Britain by far. There had been much smaller attacks in prior years, but Lindisfarne was symbolically different because it struck a sacred place, something that had never happened before. It shattered a sense of divine security that if you believed, then you would be protected. This cultural shock magnified the physical damage taken as well. Now, from this point forward, the word Viking began to carry much more weight, and that weight led to fear. Now, if you want to read more about this, head over to tacticalvikingbrand.com to the blog section for a read.